What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ben. I'm back with another video. I don't know how this was gonna really go, but just been a lot going on, man. You know, life has been lifing, and the only thing, just as of late, man, I think in my last video I was telling people, like, I was telling the viewers how, you know, my car was broke down, and you know, I actually found the car. So, but the only thing about it was, you know, it's just a few things that you just gotta make sure, man. You gotta make sure that you know, make sure that the people own the car, man, for real. And they actually sign the actual car over to themselves, and it just saves a lot of time and a lot of effort, and just actually just trying to, you know, get the car over in your name. It's crazy, man. I'm just really tired of it. What's up, bro? I'm just at a point, man, because I got this car out here in front of my house, and I can't even drive it. It is irking my soul, man. And your boy been on public transportation, and I don't know if you've been in the city of Detroit, man. You gotta have some transportation, man. And just within the last few years, the bus has been running kind of straight. They actually been running pretty decent. But if you really gotta take care of some business, man, getting up 2 to 3 hours beforehand, you know, it's just not it. It really ain't. And it just make you want to holler, man, because there's just too much stuff going on here in the world today. Especially, man, sometimes you just can't really walk down the street. You definitely want to feel safe. But that's for another topic. But man, just life has just been lifing, man. And when life is lifing, man, why not throw it on YouTube? You can have your own little mini series, man. The trials and tribulations of whoever, you know. But man, I'm just really, man, just kind of really thinking like, man, should I just be going through this as a 44-year-old man? Should I took the proper precautions to keep my car in order? Yes. And you know, even when you're older, man, you still live and you learn. And you still trying to figure things out. And I don't know if a lot of you been in this predicament, man, where you had a car, a good, pretty decent running car, and just by some chance, you kind of tried to piecemeal it, you know, and say, okay, let me see what I can get. What can I get? What can you fix? Telling the mechanic, what can you fix just to get on the road? And it's like, some cars just don't work like that. And sometimes you may feel like you just like the mechanic is like really like trying to get more money out of you, but in all actuality, they very well could be telling you like, yo, man, like this is what it is, and this is what you should do to keep your car going. And sometimes, you know, we like, man, I'm not trying to really spend all that. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you may not have the budget, or sometimes you just may just be in a tight situation, or you just being just straight up cheap, you know. But sometimes you just gotta break down and you know, pay what needs to be paid, and just go ahead and just get your car going, or seek options. If you got a pretty decent like mechanic that does side work and it's not gonna keep your stuff all day, then explore that option, or use your YouTube to learn how to fix it yourself. You know, the choice is yours. So that's the only thing, man. And I've been at a loss, man, you know, just really trying to get to point A to point B, and just really catching the bus. It ain't it, bro. It is not it. And I don't know how many of y'all out there be catching public transportation in the city of Detroit, man. Leave a comment below. This ain't it, man. This is not it. And I don't know. I'm really on a rant though. But that's all a part of the game. And that's all about being on YouTube. But for real. But life has been lifing, man. And I think I probably went on the tangent though, but yeah, man. You definitely gotta take all the proper precautions, man, to really take care of things and what you gotta take care of in life, man. You just don't wanna get to the point where it's just like, dang, you know, you in dire straits, or you literally in a situation where something is unfixable, is broken, you know. It's just so much stuff, or it could be signs that could have told you, okay, cool, man, you know, this is where as far as it go, and you can definitely, you know, fix it right now before it gets even worse. And you know, you ignore the signs or just do what you want to do, and you'll be in a predicament where you don't really, you don't need to be in that, you know, type of predicament, whether it's, you know, you done lost your car, lost your job, lost your health. You know, it's so many different things, man, you know, where you just don't have to, you know, be in that predicament. And then some people just kind of ignore the signs and just do whatever, man. Sure, I'm crossing the street, so I'm about to get across the street real quick. Oh, shit. So, yeah, you gotta cross the street, man. You gotta run across the street in Detroit, man. They'll run you over. They don't be playing, bro. People be on their phones. And another thing, why do so many people, like how many young people, why do so many people don't have their kids in seatbelts? It's just mind-boggling. I don't understand that. No, it's beyond me. And I just wonder, like, dang, man, God forbid one of these people in a Scat Pack or a Durango run into them, and you know, God forbid, you I don't know, man. I'm going on a tangent for real, bro. But that's where I'm at, man. Life has been lifing, man. I think this was gonna be the name of this video. Life has been lifing, and if your life has been lifing, man, leave a comment below. You know, I'm walking home, and I was hoping that I could pray, you know, get some alternative things to relax me, you know, but look like I may have to go to my regular shop quite a ways. They don't care what I need, so it's whatever. So, but yeah, life has been lifing, and you know, it's just all about, you know, preventative measures and really taking care of what you got to take care of. And I really hope this video was some type of affirmation. I'm hoping somebody got something out of this, and you know, really, you know, look at a situation that's going on in their life or your life, and just kind of, you know, put good perspective on it, meaning that you looking at it closely and then just trying to like really like figure it out. Because a lot of times in life, man, we all don't really got to figure it out, man. And we want to, you know, we sometimes we want a quick fix, or sometimes we may escape, you know, whether it's just, you know, substance or whatever. I'm all over the map, but I'm really just speaking from my heart. You know, it's real. You know, a lot of times you gotta really figure this out, man. You gotta really put things in perspective, and give yourself grace too, man. Lady, person, everybody, give yourself some grace, man. You know, I know a lot of times I used to just kind of beat myself up over things that, you know, I knew I didn't necessarily have control over, but I felt like for the simple fact that I didn't come through or wasn't able to help or, you know, assist, and I beat myself up. I find out, I think that was kind of crazy, but, you know, give yourself grace. You know, everybody give themselves grace, man, because, you know, everybody need it. So I'm done on this micro tangent. I hope that you probably got something or something kind of affirmed, you know, something that you was kind of thinking about, and you clicked on this video and I spoke to you, and, you know, I kind of gave you, you know, some affirmation, like, okay, all right, man, dang, it's really not that bad. Everything gonna be okay. Or I'm really gonna take control of like situations, you know, relationships, you know, and just really grab life by the reins and be in control. Cause a lot of times people just kind of spiral and like what people be saying, just kind of crash out and don't think about the consequences, you know, until after the fact. And then you just kind of really just sitting there like, man, I really could have handled that better. All right, I appreciate y'all clicking on this video, listening to what I gotta say, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.